So this is part essay tip and trick and part turquoise theory. Don't know if you'd have been able to deduce that from the intro, but there you go. So I've realised I've been talking about these terms mass and niche audience without actually explaining what they are. My mistake on that. I know you wake up in the middle of the night wondering what do these terms mean and how can we apply them in essays. Okay, so mass audience, this isn't a word for word definition, but it's basically, big audiences, what the majority of people at home are viewing. So, primetime shows like Strictly Come Dancing, X Factor, that have been going for years, and in more recent Game of Thrones or Black Mirror are starting to gain that kind of mass audience, basically. So mass, just means a big audience. Like someone has a heavy mass, you're basically saying that they're big. And a niche audience is basically a smaller, specific audience. So let's say female gardeners in their 30s. That would be an example of a niche audience. Off the top of my head, male plumbers who have recently retired. That is a niche audience. Windsurfing Weekly is targeted at that niche audience of windsurfers. Makes sense, right? So, how can we apply these in essays? Say you get a question about audiences, like how do the producers target audiences in this video, through this magazine, through this TV show. You can say whether the producers are intending to target a mass audience or a niche audience. And in doing that, you can bring in Curran and Seaton, because if they're targeting a mass audience, they're likely wanting to follow Curran and Seaton's profit and power theory. Check out my video on that. Or if they're targeting a niche audience, a smaller audience, they may be less worried about viewing figures and instead wanting to make a social comment or something like this. So I hope that helps. Till next time, au revoir, which is French for goodbye.